Today I'm going to share the recipe of this decadent chocolate cheesecake which has perfectly balanced bittersweet flavor and a crust made with Oreo sandwich cookies. We start with making the cookie crust which forms the base of your cake. To make the crust I'm using 24 chocolate sandwich cookies and 5 tablespoons unsalted butter. To grind the cookies, I'm using a food processor. You could also use a mixer. Just make sure that the powder is coarse and not very fine. If you're using a mixer or a grinder instead of a food processor, I suggest you break the cookies and add them in parts so that it doesn't create a pressure on the blade. Now it's time to add the butter. Add it slowly and steadily. Apart from binding the cookie granules together, butter also helps us achieve a smooth finish to the crust. When the butter looks well blended and you see lumps forming, at that point you can stop grinding. As we will be using a springform cake tin to bake this cheesecake, keep it ready. The bottom dish should be well locked, otherwise the crust can fall off. Pour out the entire crust in the cake tin. With the help of a flat surface, just flatten out this cookie crumble. You could also use a steel bowl, which is usually available in every house, because that will help you press down this crust firmly. This is the kind of finish that we require before baking. Now put this crust for baking at 180 degrees Celsius for about 8 minutes. Now while our crust is baking, let's make the first chocolate ganache that's going to go into our cake batter. To make the ganache, I'm using a mix of dark chocolate and light chocolate. Ideally, if you can source bittersweet chocolate nearby your area, that will be the ideal thing to do. Moving ahead with our recipe, if you're using dark chocolate, use 1 cup dark chocolate, 3/4 cup light chocolate, that is normal chocolate, and to this we are going to add 1/4 cup of piping hot coffee. So I am using instant coffee here. You can use 1 teaspoon coffee powder or half cup of water and reduce it to 1/4 cup. Our crust is ready here and it smells amazing. We are going to microwave this coffee chocolate mixture for about 20 seconds. Mix it well and then again microwave it for another 20 seconds. Okay, now let's start making our cake batter. We need good quality cream cheese. I'm using Delecta company here. It's given me amazing result. So in a mixing bowl, 600 grams of cream cheese goes in first. The cream cheese needs to be room temperature, so you take it out from the fridge well before time. Using a whisk, we are going to whip this cream cheese till it is soft in texture. If you don't have an electric whisk or beater, a manual one will also do the job. Keep whipping till it is lump free. Now slowly start adding powdered sugar in parts. The quantity you require is 200 grams or 1 cup. Scrape the sides and keep whisking. Now it's time to add 1/4 cup of sour cream. 1 tablespoon vanilla essence. Now we are going to start adding the eggs one by one. We need 4 eggs for this. Once you start adding the eggs, the mixture will turn light and flowy in texture. Now we add 3 tablespoons all-purpose flour. Finally, it's time to add our chocolate coffee ganache, and now you see how the color changes. The cheesecake batter is now ready to go inside the baking tin on top of our crust. Use a spatula to even out the top. We will be baking this cheesecake in a preheated oven at 160 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes. And then we continue baking at 150 degrees Celsius for another 30 minutes. While our cake is baking, it's time to make another chocolate and cream ganache, which will be the third layer on our cake. For this, I am using 1/3 cup of chocolate and 1/3 cup of heavy cream. Mix these two ingredients well, and like we did earlier, microwave it for 20 seconds, and if required, another 20 seconds. Mix well and keep this aside. Now we start with the final process of making the icing for our cheesecake. For this, you need whipping cream, 2 cups. The whipping cream needs to be ice cold. Start whisking it using an electric beater. We are going to beat this cream till we achieve stiff peaks, but before that we are going to add a few more ingredients. Till then, keep whisking. Add 1/4 cup powdered sugar. Two teaspoons vanilla essence. And lastly, 3 tablespoons cocoa powder. I am using Hershey's cocoa powder here. Blend in the cocoa powder very well. Make sure there are no lumps left. Now keep whisking till you get stiff peaks. The peaks have started forming now. This is the consistency that we need. Let the cheesecake cool down completely after it is done and then demold it. Once you demold it, shift it to an icing plate. Pour the ganache on the cake and spread it with a spatula. After you're done with this step, fill a piping bag with the whipping cream and use a nozzle of your choice and create any design that you love. Once you finish decorating your cake, you need to set it in the fridge for about 10 to 12 hours to chill. This step is the most important and you should not think of skipping it, because how your cheesecake will turn out will entirely depend on this one important step. Because cheesecakes only attain their dense, smooth and velvety texture after chilling overnight. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do let me know in the comment section. Till then, happy baking!